What's up, you guys? We are back with another exciting video. I do want to start by saying I apologize if originally when I started making videos, things got pretty hectic, busy. I've been flying a lot of long hauls, so I've been super duper tired, and I haven't been busting out videos like I was going to in the beginning, but we're getting back into it and we are so excited. If you hear a little background noise, my husband is watching TV in the living room, so I am in the guest bedroom filming this for y'all. But we're gonna get into our June schedule reveal. I'm so excited. Okay, so obviously due to security purposes and everything, I'm not gonna tell you which day, I'm not gonna tell you which flight or which time or anything like that, but I will kind of give you an overview of what we're working with. Now, y'all know I am only 5 years into my company, so I am very, very junior compared to a lot of people, but I constantly get asked because of my TikToks, I only fly international. It does not mean I hold international. So I hold a domestic line. And what that means when somebody says they hold something, it means their seniority or they're senior enough to get what they want. So my seniority, I hold really crappy domestic flying, but that's okay. So originally when our schedules came out, they come out the 17th of every month. And when my schedule came out, it was the worst domestic 3 days. I'm talking about 4 legs a day, pretty short layovers, and God even knows where. I honestly did not even look at any of them. Now, the 23rd is when trading opens at 7 a.m. for Newark. Now, remember, I am Newark based. Each base has a different time for their time zone. So Newark, our trading opens at 7 a.m. on the 23rd, and then it will only be open for 2 hours, and then it will close the rest of the day. And this is only with open time, meaning open time is when flight attendants can trade with the trips that crew scheduling is dropping. You can still pick up from other flight attendants if you want to, but this is during this time. If you have crappy domestics like I did, then you can trade with the open pairings that crew scheduling is dropping into open time. Sorry, I talk with my hands. If y'all don't like that, that's I just now noticed it in the camera, but that's okay. So anyways, the 23rd, when it opens at 7 a.m., everybody is on this trade board. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of flight attendants. Sometimes it lags a little bit, but you have to be on your A game. You have to be fast to get the pairings that you want. So we're going to get right into it. When it opened at 7 a.m., I tried to click really, really fast because that's what you got to do. They go in an instant like that. It's kind of like the Hunger Games for flight attendant trips. So that's what we did. Okay, so at the beginning of June, I can't even talk. At the beginning of June, we had a pretty horrible 3-day domestic. We traded that for a 24-hour in Shannon, Ireland. It's 1 leg from Newark to Shannon, Ireland, and then 1 leg back to Newark. Now, our next pairing is going to be, now this one I already had from a flight attendant. I didn't swap one of my domestics with open time. This one I picked up on my own because I had these off days. It is 1 leg from Newark to Nice, France. We lay over for 24 hours, and then Nice back to Newark. So I'm pretty excited for that one. Last year I did the very last flight from Nice to Newark, and it was fun. I do want to go to Monaco this time, and I think one of my flight attendant girlfriends, we talked about her kind of tagging along with me so we can go over to Monaco. So this is another one that I had to swap with open time, and it was I'm just going to say they were all bad 3 days. I'm not going to get into which legs to wear or, any of that stuff. So we swapped that 3-day domestic for a Newark to Dublin, Ireland, overnight for 24 hours, and then Dublin back to Newark. So yeah, we're 3 right now. So we got Shannon, Nice, and Dublin. Okay, now my next pairing was the only one I could not get out of because by time open trading ended, there wasn't one in there for the specific day. Now, even if you don't have a chance to do it on the 23rd, you can do it anytime up until the day of the trip, which is what I normally do. So this is one of those pairings that I'm just gonna have to wait until something pops into open time to trade out of it. So it's a horrible 3 legs one day, 2 legs the next day, 1 leg home, and I'm not really a fan of it. Overnight in Norfolk, Virginia, and then overnight in Las Vegas, 11 hours. So we will be trading out of that one. Now, my next one is, it was another crappy 3-day. I say crappy. I need to start saying horrible. Crappy isn't really a good word. But anyways, so we swapped that domestic pairing. This is near the end-ish of the month. So we swapped that domestic pairing for 1 leg from Newark to Paris, and then layover in Paris for 24.5 hours, and then 1 leg from Paris back to Newark. And my very last pairing for the month that I was able to trade with open time is a 1 leg from Newark to Brussels, Belgium, layover for 25 hours, and then 1 leg from Brussels back to Newark. Let me just go over how many we have now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 different international pairings. Like I said, that 1 domestic I will get out of before. So I already went ahead and advertised all my international pairings. So whenever other flight attendants want to pick them up, they can. But my niece I'm definitely gonna keep. So, because I'm pretty excited for that one. So towards the end of the month, me and one of my girlfriends, we do have vacation, and her and I are going to Bali together. So she's also a fellow flight attendant. We travel together, we pick up trips together. So her and I are going to go to Bali for about a week and a half. So I need to make sure that somebody picks up one of these international trips, because I think one of my pairings falls on the day that we kind of want to leave, which is okay. Most of these pairings get picked up either up until or very last second the day of. So let me just do kind of a rundown for y'all, just like a little debrief of everything. So we have Shannon, we have Nice, France, we have, let me see, which one was this? We have Dublin, Ireland. We have Paris, France, and we have Brussels, Belgium. So it's not a bad schedule. It's actually a pretty good schedule, but like I said, everybody's always so curious how I get out of domestic trips and only fly international. This is just what we do as flight attendants to get the desired schedule that we want. Like I said, I still have that 1 domestic pairing. It will take up until the day of because I really don't want to do that pairing. But yeah, so this is being a line holder at my company, that we are able to do this and get out of the schedule that we don't want to swap it into the schedule that we do want to. Now, if y'all have any questions, I would love to answer questions that you might have down below. With all the new hires coming in, I would love to make more knowledgeable videos as well as layover videos, just so you know what you're kind of getting into when you come to the company and when you come into the industry. Now, just remember, a lot of airlines are different than my airline. So we're not always going to have the same software systems or the same way of trading or doing things. Also, some airlines might not have a lot of internationals that my company does. You never know. But I do want to say thank you for watching, and if you want any more content, I would love if you hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.